EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 180!
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Mike, check, 59. Hey, come on. 8. Mike 5'9". Watch the screen. Delta, screen.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I got one.
The shotgun snap for Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Set. 780.
59. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
8. Jam. Gun.
Throwing again is Newton. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21.
DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late in the year. Finished with 55 catches, the most among Panthers not named Christian McCaffrey. And now with Devin Funchess gone to Indianapolis, he's going to be the true WR1 for the Panthers.
Ricky.
Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
20.
Watch the pass. Mike's 59.
From the gun, here's Newton. And that's caught. It's Hogan. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Great.
Operating from the gun, Newton. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting has taken over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Gets it off to Freeman. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Four receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7.
21.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Ready. 280. Right there, 54 miles. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is fielded inside the 5. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now Newton on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Newton, he's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Eight. 45's the mic. Me and you. It's just me and you. 45's the mic. 45's the mic. Rabbit. Check. 45's the mic.
From the gun, Newton. It got his man complete. 30, 10, for touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 84 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track slides? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
Stay with your man.
On second down, it's Freeman. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Ready, we're ready.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Hey,
Ready to go.
Ryan now to throw on third down. Complete to Jones. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first.
Down. Ready. We're ready.
59.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this?
Now Ryan on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Push him back. Right there, 54.
Throwing again. Ryan looking downfield for Jones. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
It's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Newton. And he's going to find Hogan here, complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Newton now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Here's Newton. Flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Tack McKinley, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the 50, Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tyler Davison hauling it off the edge to sack him.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Express! Motion, motion.
Gun. Here goes.
Operating from the gun. Newton. Buying time to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. He gained really good yardage. That's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Here we go, G.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there and stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Freeman a first down and more. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
They'll run here with Freeman. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There's a lot of debate about who.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. His 9th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
20. Watch the screen. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
From the gun, Newton. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 39-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing is Newton. And open here is Hogan. He's got it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Operating from the gun, Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Great. Hustle. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Check 59.
To the air again, Newton. He's going to look deep for more. And that is intercepted by last year's NFL leader, DeMonte Casey. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From the shotgun, Ryan. Dancing to his left. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. There's Matt Bosher now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 23. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Newton. And for the right side here, complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Newton on 3rd down. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Luke Kuechly, the all-pro linebacker, in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 4-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. 39. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Gun. Let him go.
Now Ryan down around the goal line. Man open. That's Calvin Ridley. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw is Ryan. Stocker's got it. Complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan is complete to Jones. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Ryan now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
11. You don't want it. Big gap.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Wide. 58. Hey,
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Ready. 280.
3rd and 2. Now Ryan. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic, this is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. And that is incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vic Beasley make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Newton to throw. Can't fight it. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Great. 45, Mike.
The shotgun snap for Newton. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just one fourth-quarter comeback for the QB. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10.
I'm gonna run you over.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Switch. Kill.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on first and 10. Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Down. Ready. 280. 54. We got it.
Now on 2nd and 13. Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first and 10, it's Ryan. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 4th down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Come on, let's go. Mike, check. 59. Right here.
Newton to throw. On the catch, it's Jarius running. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Newton. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Vic Beasley in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
59, Mike. Express! You don't want none. Give it. Pick up the ball. Here we go. Mike.
Now it's Newton. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down.
Great.
45 to Mike. Check. 45 to Mike.
Here we go.
Here we go on fourth. Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Keep playing hard.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Tyler Davison in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
45 to Mike. Ricker.
To throw is Newton. Complete to Wright. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Newton. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT. The Falcons going to use another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you want.